Welcome to this lesson on calculus. Today we are going to talk about critical points. These are specific locations on a graph where the derivative behaves in a special way, either becoming zero or undefined. Understanding these points is crucial for finding maximums and minimums of functions. So, what exactly is a critical point? It is an x-value in the domain of a function where the slope of the graph does something interesting. Ideally, these points represent potential peaks, which we call local maximums, or valleys, known as local minimums. They can also represent inflection points, where the curve changes its shape. There are two main conditions to look for. The first condition is when the derivative, f prime of x, is equal to 0. Geometrically, this means the tangent line at that point is perfectly horizontal. As you can see in the diagram, this commonly happens at the very top of a hill or the very bottom of a valley. The second condition is less common but equally important. A critical point also occurs where the derivative is undefined. This happens at sharp corners or cusps in the graph, as shown here. At these sharp points, you cannot draw a single unique tangent line, meaning the slope is undefined. Let's visualize a local maximum. Think of it as a hilltop. Notice how the slope behaves as we move from left to right. The slope starts positive as we go up, becomes 0 at the peak, and then becomes negative as we go down. That transition from positive to negative slope is the signature of a maximum. Now let's look at a local minimum. This is like the bottom of a valley. Here, the slope behaves in the opposite way. It starts negative as we go down into the valley, hits 0 at the bottom, and then becomes positive as we climb out. This switch from negative to positive indicates a minimum. Be careful, though. Just because the derivative is 0 does not guarantee a maximum or minimum. Sometimes, the graph flattens out and then continues in the same direction. We call this a saddle point or an inflection point. A classic example is the function x cubed at x equals 0. The slope is 0, but it is neither a peak nor a valley. Finding these points is a systematic process. Step 1, calculate the derivative of your function. Step 2, set that derivative equal to 0 and solve for x, and step 3, don't forget to check for any x values where the derivative might be undefined, such as division by 0. Once you have your critical points, how do you know if they are maximums or minimums? You use the first derivative test. If the slope changes from positive to negative, it is a maximum. If it changes from negative to positive, it is a minimum. If the sign does not change, it is neither. To wrap up, remember these key takeaways. Critical points are your candidates for maximums and minimums. They occur where the derivative is 0 or undefined. Always use a test, like the first derivative test, to classify them, because not every critical point is an extremum. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.